everyone. Welcome to Verifide. In today's world, everyone talks about data, but very few people actually understand how it shapes real business decisions. Our guest today, Andrea, has worked with some of the most interesting companies in Europe and the Middle East, building BI systems, dashboards, data strategies, and helping business leaders take action from there. We are not just going to talk about tools or dashboard today. We are here to explore how this industry has been changed over the years and have matured, and what our students need to prepare for if they want to step into this particular space.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, finally. How was the weekend?
Yes.
How's the week going on?
Good so far.
That's
What
great.
about you?
Oh, week is going really well. Before we dive in, can you tell our viewers a bit what kind of a work are you doing these days? Like how does exactly your day look like?
So actually, currently I am a data and business analyst in Bespin in UAE.
Mhm.
I can talk a little bit about my background and how I reached where I am today first. Maybe it would be interesting.
Great.
I first studied mathematics and IT. IT, but like IT related to how you manage the businesses in France
Right.
and in UK. So this is my background. As a career, I didn't have a really linear career. I used to be a Python developer, like really
Oh,
technical position, and then I was more into business. So I was helping companies, in their digital transformation.
mhm.
I was a product owner.
Okay.
And here I am as a data analyst now, business and data analyst.
Mhm.
I was able to mix those IT skills and business, which I think cannot be separated, right?
Right, right.
You need both of them to be a data analyst. So I was able to use those tools and knowledge that I have to be here today as a data analyst in Bespin. A day in my life as of now
Mhm.
would be a lot of interactions, a lot of meetings, a lot of problem solving,
Mhm.
because that's how I see my role, and that's what I like about being a data analyst today, is that I found a way to help others with
Right,
IT.
right.
Within a company, a data analyst is really like in the middle
Mhm.
of all departments, because everyone needs reporting, right?
Right.
So as a data analyst, I'm able to solve problem
Mhm.
through data, drive decisions through data, and not only pulling nice graphs and nice dashboards for everything to visualize their productivities, sales, revenues, but also go more deeper and being able to audit how the company is actually doing, if
Mhm.
the practices are the right ones,
Mhm.
if the policies are aligned with our current activities, and
Mhm.
all of that gathered in one position. So I found it really interesting, and I'm really passionate about what I'm doing at the moment.
That sounds really interesting. In fact, when you said that you actually came from a mathematics background, so when you started your career in this space, what did data work even mean at that time? W- were we still thinking in Excel sheet and weekly reports, or because right now it's like more of a real-time dashboard, predictive models? But when you started your career, so what is the transformation from that time to today's time?
So I definitely saw a big shift
Mm-hmm.
in this area, in data, in IT, and everything. When I first joined, and even when I was studying as a student, we would go really. Well, of course, you have to go deep in the theoretical parts of statistics, AI, machine learning. This is a foundation. You need that to go further, right? However, when I first joined, it was really slow, I would say, because you have to make everything yourself.
Correct.
Uh, it's incredible what we reached nowadays in, like, let's say, 5 years
Uh-huh.
of time. I think the transition was huge. Nowadays, with AI, you can, anything that is a little time consuming, any task that requests you to really think, and generative AI can do it for you. It will
Right.
not replace you. It will help you
Correct.
to um, approach new, like, your challenges, give you ideas on how to resolve these issues. In terms of coding, it's huge as well. I told you I was a Python developer. We
Right.
used to know Python as a fourth language, right? The same way I'm speaking English, I had to be able to type my mind in Python. Nowadays, if I am looking for a library, it will not take me 10 minutes to Google it. I can write in English and I'll have not the result, as I still need to put my hands in it, right? But I will have so many details and so many helps
Mm-hmm.
from a generative AI. It's really amazing.
Yeah, in fact, it feels like everything is, pretty faster and more quicker, more smarter. In fact, I was reading one Gartner study which says like approx 75% of enterprises now lean on AI enhanced BI platforms.
It is. I'm not surprised. I do think that the 25% remaining is losing something.
Hmm.
I can actually see nowadays a big gap,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Hmm.
This new generation, so your target audience here, the students and the young generation, they have their hand on it. They
Right.
use AI as their personal assistant on a daily basis for anything. It's part of their life now, right?
Correct.
I can see a gap nowadays between this new generation, and this is a power for them. I really think it's amazing. And maybe the other generation who
Mhm.
did not get their hands on it yet or completely,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Um, might be, they might still be skeptical. I mean, less and less,
Right.
I
Correct.
believe. Everyone is convinced now, but maybe scared or worried, or they don't have this habit of using it
Mhm.
that much. I really see a real big gap, and I think it's the same way as internet. When internet was created, the one who jumped in the train
Mhm.
uh, just evolved so well, and the one that were left behind, unfortunately, did not
No,
do well.
you're absolutely correct.
Students, I think we're all learning. It just came out so quick, and I think you have to make mistakes.
Yeah.
You have to go for it and try it out, and you'll eventually find a good balance between your brain and this little help that you can access at any time.
Correct.
But I lost what I wanted to say. I forgot.
Oh,
Anyway, go ahead.
no problem. So, in fact, I feel like earlier BI teams were in the back office. People asked for reports. People were crunching the reports, making the data sheets and everything, and gave them teams a chart so they can, based on those reports on the chart, they can make a decision. But now BI actually influencing those decisions directly, right? Uh,
Yes. I don't think I can imagine a company working without those tools
yeah.
nowadays. This, um, before, as you're saying, it might have been a little small department, internal department,
Mm-hmm.
that we might call for important decisions, but that was it. Nowadays, what I see, and mostly as a student, I think they will notice that you will have BI and you'll have at least basics of reporting and AI in any courses. You will see marketing. Maybe before, like a few years back, you would study marketing, you would cover marketing, communication, psychology, right?
Right.
More and more they will have, and it's becoming a big part of their courses. How do you uh, use data to
Mm-hmm.
analyze your marketing campaigns? How do you calculate the return on investment on a
Right.
campaign?
Correct.
And it's, for me, it's in any industry now. It's a big part of it, and in any university program, I believe I find always a course, a class, or something related to VI reporting AI. It became a thing, and we cannot ignore it, right?
Basically now, it's BI, kind of a storytelling. They are telling you, they are they're influencing the decisions. They are kind of just not crunching the data, but it's just like BI folks are actually giving you all the information about whatever you need to make a decision. They are giving
That
you, yeah,
we can use we can use it for anything. Of
anything.
course, you can show what you want with the data, that's for sure. Uh, but I do believe that numbers do not lie,
Right.
and when you have facts in front of your eyes, you cannot just ignore it, right?
Andrea, now you have been in this space for a very long time, and you told me that the shift, from your early days to now. Uh, what do you think? What helped you, succeed in this space? Uh, what kind of must have skills changed over the time, or uh, what skills would you suggest students kind of a must have if they want to come in this space? If they want to come in this space.
For me, it's an actually quite simple answer, because we are trying to hire a data analyst at the moment. And one thing I'm looking for in my team is someone curious.
Curious. Oh, okay.
Curious. Someone who will be, it's easy and it's simple. We have said it already. The way innovation and technology evolves nowadays is the speed of innovation is huge nowadays. What I have learned at UNIEC, what I am using today, is completely different, and it's going to be different in 5-10 years too. It's always evolving. So someone who is willing to learn, willing to challenge themselves, willing to stay open and stay curious and listen to the new trends and the new upcoming innovations is what matters the most, I think, in IT nowadays, right?
Right.
Not only in IT, but also as a data and business analyst. Specifically, I think this role requires a lot of curiosity. I think for me, curiosity is the most important thing, because you will have users from any industries, any departments. You might face data from finance, you might face data from sales, from project management, from so many things, marketing. You need to understand those industries really well in order to deliver a dashboard that makes sense. And you need to understand your users to collaborate with them well in order to make a dashboard that they will use, right?
Right.
So I think, always staying open to learn something new, stay curious, for me is the most important thing. And I guess it's not only for IT.
Yeah, it's for, I think, for every sector, for every job, we look. In fact, not as a student, but as a professional also. If the day your curiosity die, you are finished. To keep up,
Definitely.
to keep up, yourself in the market, in the space. Curiosity is everything. A zeal to learn something new. It's very important. Staying
And maybe I would
updated.
add maybe I would also add adaptability,
Yeah,
which goes in pair with curiosity.
yeah.
Everything is, again, evolving fast. You'll face different people, you'll face different industry. Data is everywhere.
Here
You
is
need
it.
to be able to.
Right. In fact, a lot of student thinks, if they want to enter in this space, that they should learn to Tableau or Power BI. But what I'm hearing from the industry or from you, that the curiosity, business understanding, communication, expressing or sharing their thoughts in a proper way, or adaptability, these skills are very, very important with the technical
I-
skills, right?
Of course, technical skill will be important, but and mostly that's why I insisted on soft skills, because we're talking here to an audience that
Yeah.
might not have lots of experience, and it's okay. Companies are looking for juniors too, right?
Right.
Now, when it comes to when you finish uni, you're all at the same level, so basically you should more or less have the same technical skills.
Mm-hmm.
What will differentiate you from others will be the soft skills,
Yeah.
basically. How you can stand out. And I think as a student nowadays it's quite easy. There are so many ways you can do so.
True.
You can join a hackathon, you can volunteer, you can join maybe student association. This can be a little job, if you have to do the communication or the treasury for a big club, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I think there's so many options that you can use, so many tools that you can use as a student to show that you are this type of person, that you
Right.
are able to um, communicate, organize, take leads, initiate things, right?
Yeah. That is definitely important. I have seen a lot of people who have a lot of knowledge, but they do not initiate. And so
Mm.
ultimately, they are just sitting in the back seat. They're not the one
Right.
who's driving. But people who have information, knowledge, plus they are ready to take challenges, initiate, they are driving things.
And it's not easy, but it's something you learn, right?
It's yeah, correct. So, if you talk about the technical skills, what are the technical skills you would suggest? I'm kind of
As a data analyst, for sure, you mentioned Tableau or Power BI. Those are essential tools.
Mhm.
It's always better to be able to have your hands on a BI tool, Power BI and Tableau being the most important ones at the moment. In terms of programming languages, sorry, let's say the basic ones would be Python or R.
Mhm.
That's the most recurring one. SQL as well would be important. And having skills on data modeling, optimization would be a plus as well. I'm thinking. Usually that's the in the job offers that those are the skills that come back the more often.
Correct. No, no, got it, got it. Okay, that's very interesting piece of information actually you gave, for the students. I'm sure with the technical skills, they will focus more on soft skills to be a kind of a better combination. Industry experts like you or anyone who would like to hire such people who have a mixture or kind of a balance of both the kind of skills, right? Uh, so, Andrea, you have worked in France and now you're based in UAE. And I'm sure you have worked with teams from different part of the world, including India. I'm curious when it comes to working style expectations. Uh, oh, is there any cultural difference or that have you felt, or it's very interesting because different kind of different mindset from across the globe you got a chance to work with, right? So,
Yeah, that's actually something I really like about being in UAE. I was able to meet and face people from all over the world. Sorry.
yes.
Of course, there is a big difference. I would say the biggest difference I have found in Europe, more specifically, the hierarchy tends to be quite horizontal,
Okay.
whereas here it's way more vertical. I'm going to give you an example. Like when I was working for a big Capgemini in France, I was working for Capgemini. We would see the CEO as our colleague. We could, speak.
Right.
It was quite horizontal. The hierarchy was way different. Here there is more distance, I would say. This is one big things I have noticed. Now, when it comes to the work as like our mission here and as engineer here or in France, I think the processes are different.
Okay.
Um, it's quite touchy. I don't know how to always. Well, let's say in France, the ability, the cultural in France is
Mm.
in January you will know already 1 or 2 years in advance what you're going to be working on.
Okay.
We have this way of planning things and not leave any space for the implementation. Here, I found it a bit different. Maybe also it's because our company used to be a startup. And there is something that we say startups, we build the plane while we are flying it, right? We tend to go for the priority, maybe week after week. It can be more complicated, more stressful. It's a market that is really demanding. Sorry. Here in the Gulf, I have noticed that the expectations are different. Your end users will need something; they will need it now. We need solutions; we need it now, right? It's not always easy, but you learn from it, I would say.
It's very interesting. In fact, I was talking to one of my friends. He's based out of Poland. Kind of a holiday season is going on, right? So I have seen that people in Europe, they really, whenever they're working, they're putting their 110%. But when they're on vacation, they're enjoying, the personal space, the family, and everything, and they keep work really aside. And it's a big shift if you come to India market or UAE or US. It's very different. The work-life balance is it's kind of
That's a fact. That's a fact, actually. But that comes with the planification, because in January we will know where exactly we will be off. Here, if I want to take vacation next week, I can do it. In France, I won't be able to do it. I need to plan it maybe 4 months, 5 months in advance, right? So here, if I want to take a vacation, I'll take my laptop with me.
So like for everywhere, it's just a kind of few things really good are there, few things are really good here. So it's kind of a balancing everywhere.
Pro and cons everywhere.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm not complaining. The work here has been amazing so far.
In fact, I'm very sure because I visited UAE, a couple of times.
Cultural differences within departments as well, and the way we are interacting with each other, the way we are taking tasks, the way we're initiating projects or working on some specific task is different as well. It's really interesting. I guess depending on your culture, you will more speak up, more be be really, really, really effective on certain tasks and certain areas. I don't have specific examples right now, but you will have people who are born to innovate, and it's amazing to see how culture and cultural differences go mix and create amazing things at the end, because the collaboration here is like nowhere else.
Correct. That's really true, and it's very interesting as well. So actually, now we also spoke about the AI, and everybody's talking about AI, and you have told me that how the world or the work has been changed from then to now. What do you see it's going to be in next 5? How different is it?
It's really hard to tell, because what we thought would be there in 10 years is already there, right?
Correct.
Now there are few different opinions on AI. I do believe that, I'm sorry, I'm getting messages at the same time. There are a few different opinions on AI. I do belong to the one that are really positive about it. I do think that it's definitely a shift, but for the best. I think it's all new nowadays. So people, as I told before, just try it. Maybe we'll make mistake, but then we'll go and we'll find ways to, it's like the car. When they created the car, they did it without the belt, and they added it afterwards, right? So all the, let's say the word, the regulations, all the laws, all the limitations around it will come. And I do believe that it is for the best, and it will definitely help us, be more productive, be more efficient. But all the little tasks where we could save time, it will be there to help us. It's like a nice collaboration, and where we need to focus and when we need to really be there, we will be able to do so because we will have this little assistant by our side. It's really hard to predict what it will be in 5 years. I honestly don't know what it will be next year because the path of evolution is huge.
Yes.
But for me, I'm quite positive about it.
Great. And still, up to 65% by next year. But honestly, I feel like judgment, the context, the communication, that human part, that is not replaceable at all. AI will definitely be assisting us, but the people keep saying AI will replace human. No, I think people who are able to use AI in a more productive way will be on a different step on the ladder, but it's not gonna replace.
Definitely. That's why I mentioned few-time collaboration. I do not think it will replace. It's helping us on things we are not needed. However, as human, and we belong to a certain industry, we have the knowledge and the expertise. Something really simple, AI ideally will work on a specific perfect data set. In real life, at least for now, we don't have that perfect data set. We don't have those perfect practices. We have a little bit of everything that we're trying to combine to have a data source that is big enough to make decisions. But as of now, we need us to be there to control what they like. To control which data is coming from where and if this data is accurate. We can see nowadays when we ask a question to ChatGPT or to any generative AI, we can see when we ask the question, the result might not be accurate because it's taking the information on the internet or on a specific data source, which can be biased.
Correct.
We need us as regulators, we need us as someone who will correct the truth. That is going to be really hard to do so, more and more hard, right?
And if you are a student today and you have this BI world in front of you, so what things you will focus on to enter in this world and what things you will ignore? Like you already mentioned that you will be focusing more on the technical learning plus the soft skills. And what are the things that you will ignore, or what are the more important things that you will more focus on if you are a student today?
So as I told you, in my opinion, when you finish university, we are more or less at the same level on the technical side. Now I'm coming from a super theoretical and technical background, so that's for me. That's my thought about it. That's my opinion. I was missing the business side. I know how to deal with any data. Now, if I have concretely in a company as an employee, how do I use, maybe it can be really simple tools as Teams, Outlook. How
even drafting a simple email, that's also
having meetings, receiving meetings. This is something that we don't learn at school, right? So I was reaching a really high level of technical knowledge. However, concretely, what does that mean? Within, when you enter and when you join a company, you have to deal with emails. How do you use Outlook? you have to you have meetings, you will have to book a room, you have, so those productivity tools, those usually it's the Microsoft suites, those would be really important. Then the business skills, because you will be interacting, it depends on what career objectives you have. But if I take my personal case as an example, I felt like I was lacking concrete business skills. How and a company is working, how a company is evolving, how a company is growing.
Right.
How do you what exactly kind of KPIs do you need to understand the health and the well-being of a company? So maybe I would focus on that. And my thought as a student, what I have noticed is that sometimes, unfortunately, because you want to go for enroll in a master degree, because you want to enroll in this really nice school, you might focus on your grades, you might focus on your ranking, you might focus on, okay, this specific course, this is what the teacher expects from me, this is how I'm gonna manage and how I'm gonna succeed this exam. I think it's important to not lose the first reason why you are enrolled in this course. And more than that, just understand why regression, I'm taking an example, regression, classification, AI, ML is so important, and why concretely I would need that in my career in the future. Overwhelmed by this pressure and the stress of having good grades, but at the end, you're not doing statistics to be good at, doing these questions at the end. You want to be able to apply it concretely. And I think that's the thing that might be missing, that we might forget as students.
Great. I'm sure, the pointers that you're mentioning about, everything about the domain, about the knowledge, about the very tiny, tiny details, which looks very tiny, but they are extremely important. Because I remember when I started my career, I really didn't know how to write in a proper email. And
Right?
yeah, that's a very basic thing. And nowadays, everybody have a Gmail account. Everybody is, sharing emails or anything. But they really don't know how to write a proper business email. If they just want to write a leave or a vacation email or an out of office notification, they really don't know
Yeah.
putting a signature as well. These are very small, small things, but when you actually use in a regular way, you understand the importance of
Yes.
all of it. So yeah.
And honestly, that's the first thing. When I joined my first job, I had so many knowledge, and then I arrived and I felt like I didn't know anything. Right? And it will also be the first impression your colleagues, your managers will have about you. So you might be super good theoretically. If you're not, I mean, it's always a learning path and a learning journey, but I think it's a good thing. And those are really important things to know before joining, or if not, yeah, I'm not too sure. But I think it's important, and it can avoid some stress as well.
Definitely. It can actually make you stand out from the crowd. So great. I'm really thankful we're having this conversation, and it's actually come to an end now. And this conversation was actually full of clarity and honesty. And for the students listening, I hope this, gave you a peek into how this field actually works and evolves. Not only this BI space, but actually the entire industry space, and what all skills or what all learnings it requires to be a better, a team member, right? Which is These are the skills that actually not mentioned on any job portals, in any job description, but actually it's good to have certain skill set when you actually enter in the industry. Great, Andrea, thank you so much. Before we close this, conversation, you want to say anything else? You want to give any message to our students?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me as well. I think one last sentence would be, trust yourself, because we all started somewhere, right? And it's fine to not manage and perfect everything at the beginning, but it's always better. And it's always better to just try, maybe make mistakes, but you'll find your way eventually.
Great. That's a great piece of advice. Uh, it's actually not necessary to know everything, but it's very important to stay clear. Curiosity should be there, and adaptability should be there. So as
Definitely.
you walk in the industry with a certain knowledge, you are ready to get more knowledge and adapt as the industry goes, right? Great.
Definitely.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for your time. I'm really thankful to you. And I'll be in Dubai in a couple of months and would love to have a cup
Great.
of coffee with you. And maybe we
That
can
would be amazing.
plan your travel to India sometime very soon, because the season is
I would
coming.
love that.
October, November, December. It's all festive time. If you're interested, you can plan your travel, and you'll get to see it's all the festive, all the colorful time will be there in India. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. I can have a little pic of it already being here, and I love it.
Oh yeah. It's great, great. And I'm really thankful to Garima that because of her we got connected. She's amazing
Yes,
friend of mine. I
she is.
genuinely,
That's amazing.
yeah, great, great. Okay, Andrea, thank you so much for your time, and let's stay
You
connected.
take care.
And once I upload this conversation, I'll share the link with you. And yeah, so
Sounds great.
thank
I'll,
you
sh-
so much.
I'll also share it on my site.
Sure, that would be great. Thank you so much, Andrea. Thank you so much. Take care and
You
have
have a
a
nice
great
day.
weekend.